Oh, welcome back to Newbie Farm. This is the 24-day event. As Farmer Klein not too keen on calling it a challenge, I decided to call it an event now. It's still be a challenge in all the titles and that, but once I remember on the videos I'll call it an event. Right, after the rush round in the last episode, it rained continuously for most of the night, so we didn't get anything else done last night. So we waited through till this morning, and this morning I have already collected the eggs from the chickens, and we're just looking after the cows now. Whilst we're waiting for the wet crop to disappear, that's that nice coloured symbol on the top right hand part of the screen, on the left of the right hand side. The first symbol is you're reading across, basically. That's the wet crop symbol. If you're still using the contest issue, I would we'll get rid of that and go over to the first of the real release versions. It's a better bet. Alright, we're just sorting out some of these. I'm getting the tools out of the way because I want to bring the bales in here. Now, whilst I was in here last night in the rain, I sneezed and it raised the roof, would you believe? I can't believe any of you believe in that, but to be honest, I threw the map into G and just raised the roof of this barn because I want to be able to kick the auto loader straight up. I didn't fancy having to put them outside, then collect them and put them in here, so I took the lazy way out. Right, we now reverse and back, all the way back, pick up the bale trailer, and I've been looking at the Suffered on Mod Hub, a homemade round bale trailer. I might swap this out for that. And this is quicker, yes, but I'm not 100% certain if it suits the map, really. I should probably swear, I might keep both actually. I may have enough money to get that other trailer. It's only just been put onto Mod Hub, so I want to try it out, I suppose, really, before I start. I'm a bit worried I'm coming a bit close to the wall there, that I'm going to collect everything, but because these bales are locked on at the moment, I don't think they release until you kick it up and you hit the unload button. I'm just having a drink. That's better. My throat gets very dry, especially as this is the second video I made today. I made one this morning, a special, which you should have already seen if you follow all my videos, and if you do, oh my word, I wish I had your stamina. Alright, we're kicking it up. As you can see now, this will kick right up. That wouldn't before. And I think I might have just got the roof a little bit too high, but I think I'm going to leave well alone now. I've done more work in GE in 17 than I ever did in 15. Get it back there. We're going to have to take the bales out from the other side, but it's not a great problem. But if I get the other one, I can lay them down again. There's no reason to think we'll get the other bale trailer. It doesn't hold many. I think it only holds half a dozen. And it's not auto load. I'll have to manually load, and that should give you all a laugh. Just post if you'd like to see me do that. I won't make up my mind yet. No great hurry. Right, so we have sorted that out, and we're just going to leave this here because I'm going to be taking it back down the field as soon as the wet crop goes off. But before we do that, I want to clean the cattle out to make certain that they are as good as I can get them, and you will enjoy this next bit. I think I've got that Roland's trailer too, haven't I? And I'm just checking to make certain there's nothing else to do here. Yes, water to do, but everything else is full. And we're getting closer to the point where we start getting more cows. I'm hoping to end this year up with 52, 53 cows. I'm not going for a great amount. The most I'd think I could support on this farm as it is at the moment is probably about 100. That would be about my limit. And here, yes, you're going to like this. I got stuck. I'll wrap myself around a post. That won't quite go back. Now it takes me a few seconds to realise I ain't going to go back, so at last I decide to go forward. And because it comes out dead easy. As I said before, you can't put it where it is, and I haven't got a lot of it. Intelligence is. And we now get back, just clean this up. And there's the beauty of this fork level, tool level, what they call it now, little mod, which shows me what inclination I've got on the bucket and what height it is. It's not actually height against the ground, it's height against another thing. I can't remember what it said now, but it's not against the ground as you look at it. But it's easy enough to use once you know on each map roughly what level the ground is at. You can soon change them. Now I know I'm not going to get it in here, but I'm going to try. This grass will disappear overnight anyway, what I leave in this bucket. So it doesn't really matter what I do with it. But being a Norfolk boy who can't quite believe it, what the figures are telling me is correct, I decide I'll try and get some in here. And find, lo and behold, a won't tip. And remember, I have got the treat grass and hay in the same category mod on here. Now, I just check that these bales are okay. Yeah, these are still alright. Ignore the straw bales, but there. We decided we'll go for a bit of a reverse again. I seem to be driving more backwards than forwards at the moment. And obviously the old Goon song, I'm walking backwards for Christmas. You mean you don't know who the Goons are? Oh dear. Spike Milligan, Peter Sellers and Harry Seacombe in the later series, and they were joined for the first couple of series by Michael Bentine. Early surrealistic humour. Would only work on the radio. Now I decided I better go on. I remember I must just top the kettle up with some water. Get my lovely pickup out. I do like this pickup. It is nice. And to you all together, it's a wonderful colour. It's not actually far different from my T500R Suzuki I used to have. It was very similar colour to this. And yes, I had a choice of colours, and that's the one I chose. I like it. I like it. We put back on there. I'm sort of trying to get it so it looks realistic. Looks like the water's actually gone into the trough rather than spilling over the ground. Oh yes, there we are. Nothing there for 3 days. Actually, I like the fact you can only feed it for 3 days now. More work than I was doing, but that cultivator away, I really must do that. I washed it, and as far as it got. What's that you say? You washed it and can't do a thing with it now? Oh well. Now, I can't see backwards, and I'm not going to do the David Oldfield or as he's better known, Disco, and try and for the back there. In cab. If you want that, watch this girl. I'm no good at it. And we now find a way that on the field I took the autoloader down there with me. And it's about 3 hours have passed, 3-4 hours have passed. And I've got to move everything out of the centre where I put it last time, because every time I move on here I am cutting up some more. Yeah, it's great thinking there, Merman. I decided to get this out first, mainly because I'm going to need the tether on the tractor when I've done that. And you may be wondering where Jack is. Well, Jack's in the lane. I decided until it comes to getting the stuff back, I'm not going to need him. And I think he's got some new foundation cream to try out. Did I say I'm worried about that boy? I'll go and pick the tether up, and because every time I'm driving over this I'm killing the grass, because we have full crop destruction on this. Hey, I'm not doing things by half. I'll pick the old tether up. It's a nice beast. We'll need to put the PTO on, but I shan't bother do it just at the moment. Park that up out of the way. And probe yet again I can't reverse. Yeah, Duck, you've got some bad reversing to beat. I decided what to put the potato on now. Better known to partake of. And there we go with the lawnmower. Yeah. It's a wonderful little beast, this Massey mower. I think Black Sheep Modding did a wonderful job with their kit here. No, this is our back off the uncut portion, get onto the cut, and we will make a start. Get it wound up, get it put down, and away we go. And quite early on I decide I can't really see where I'm going properly. I can't see the cut from the uncut, so I'm going to have to jump out of the cab fairly soon. And there we go. For someone who likes normally driving in a cab, I'm doing a hell of a lot of out of cab work. You can see how wet it is, the way the ground is cutting up. That's poetic license, by the way. It does that anyway, but it just looks like it's cutting it up. It's strange not having a map. I'm not trying to do a story on a proper story, just Jack and his confused gender issues. Oh, and by the way, he got soaked. You remember last time, once we got him down there, he went off fishing, walked up there, and of course when he got back out, I'd locked everything up and took the keys out. He was soaked by the time he walked home. He wasn't the best of pleased. Well, as I told him, I sat him in the bath. Didn't see the funny side of that either. Young today, just no sense of humour. This takes a little while, but I think I shall all of this in its entirety. I will be probably cutting once we've got the travel out of the way, the drive around the map, I shall be missing days until we get through to harvest. I'm not going to do any forestry. I'm doing enough forestry on the 12-day version to last me a lifetime. So forestry is out for this. The only forestry I do is if there's a branch in the way when I'm moving equipment about. You see, windrows are not terribly huge. That couple of things. One, I've sort of driven across this uncut portion quite a bit, and two, because it can't take any extra fertiliser, so this is very basic. Roy was telling me he made this map and didn't realise that the definitions had been changed for meadows, so he left this as the old-fashioned 15 type meadow. But what I shall be doing is, once my grass is growing on field 6, I will actually sell this. It will mean a bit of fiddling about in the save game, find out roughly how much it costs, get that money back in, and Bob's your uncle. I will warn you about I will be doing that now. I don't consider it cheating, because we won't own this field anymore. And frankly, this is far too far from the farm to be much good to us with the equipment we're using. It's a great pity this Massey hasn't got a PTO takeoff, but that wouldn't be very realistic, because I could actually be tending it as we're cutting it. I almost finished my drink. I hope this is... I hope we ain't got too much longer to talk, because this is going to be fun. Oh, we're about halfway through. Not that I find it boring, but my throat is going to be getting very dry by the end of this. Really could do as a bottle of whiskey up there. I didn't say that, YouTube. You didn't hear me. Alright, we parked that up. We're finished with that for now. I'll get Jack back at some point. Probably when I take the bales back, I'll bring him up, and we're gonna collect the bales, and he can drive the tractor and bale trailer back, and I'll follow him. And he'll follow me in the bale trailer, and I'll take the lawnmower. I don't fancy him driving that lawnmower. Not as we keep the header on. I should really get a header trailer and take that off. But hell, that's a sensible way of doing it. Decided to do a little bit in the cabin. Decided, yes, it's a lot quieter. I can't see where the windrow is very well. Yeah, I'm always moaning me. Nothing's quite right. You know, the sky's the wrong colour blue, and you want the oceans in purple. That's almost a quote from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm not gonna bother to try and get all of this tethered to what's cut here, just the main portion in the centre. I think I better get this outer one done. But it does, it looks good. We're getting more work done. And when I see what the other guys are doing in this challenge, I feel ashamed. I think Doug Zorley, I haven't looked at his latest video at the time of recording this, but he just posted it, and I think he's starting harvest. I'm a hell of a way of harvest, although we will catch a lot of time up during the summer. With nothing much to do except look after the cattle and pick the eggs up. We may get, well, we will get a cut of grass off the... Let's try and see if we can get this right. Oh, I can't read it. Oh, field 4, I think it is, or the one or medical, the one closest to the farm. And if the other ones start to grow by then, I will actually plough that one in and reseed it, just as if I'm going to play another year, which I may do. I like Newbie Farm. At the moment, I'm very lucky. Every map I'm playing at the moment, I'm enjoying. Some of which are old favourites, like Watts has made a comeback. Blickling, I played that on 15, and the 17th version. It's better than the 15th version, in my opinion. Old Ridge on 15, well, I'm second to only one in my enjoyment of that map, and that is BP. Well, it's possibly two, Darren Castle, who made his own 17th version. I'd love to transfer everything over onto the 17th version. I've got too much at stake or incorporate in that 15th version to do it now. And you see I'm weaving a bit. That must have been a good night last night in the pub. And mind you, where we are on this farm, we're a bit far away from pubs. Oh, and I will just remind you that the appeal to get Johnny V a new PC is still ongoing. I will try and remember to put a link in the description on this video. We would like to get the old boy 7. He was someone who has got problems. He was very active at one time. I hear some of his tales of his past life. And no, it's not as active. And his main enjoyment now is actually having a run and battle with Icelandic farmer. And I says the one who's putting the peel up and using his PayPal account. So thanks, Ice. And we're at PCSG are very happy to back it, mainly because Johnny is one of our admins and a damn nice chap as well. If you've got a problem with a map, he's one of the guys to ask, although we have got a number of them now, and they're all very willing to help now. Should have dropped the or start the tether a bit sooner. We made a bit of a mess there. But we're getting to the end of this now. And that's a save game coming in, that pause. I use a save on here because I have lost too many hours of gameplay through a crash at the wrong moment. And it doesn't break as much immersion of an auto save on as it does going into the menu to hit save. Excuse me. I'll try and take those out. And I ran out of drink. Right, yes. Let's see if my voice will hold up. My voice was going the other day. I think it was the discos. And I've still got a tickle. Let's suck something and see if that helps. I have a little supply of chocolate and licorice up here. I'm a licorice fan, and I also like real chocolate. There's black or dark chocolate with a lot of cocoa powder in it. That's easy, isn't it? Right, we're finished the TED now. We'll just drop this off here. Go and get the Whoa, what a mess of that. And go and pick the baler up. And what I do when we're finished, I should be able to get everything back except for the tedder without any real problems. So what I shall do is send Jack down to pick the tedder up at some point. Possibly whilst we're on the tool. Right, there we go. We're in place. Get it all fitted up. Another black sheep modding thing. I just have to check because I've got the auto. I've got Decker's auto unload for round bales on here. I decided I'm going to use that. Knock it down to about 2 seconds. I don't need it very long. Give it a couple of seconds just in case I don't stop at spot on. I've got time just to reverse it back a few foot or a few meters. So depends whether you're metric or imperial. Get it all wound up. Drop the old pickup down and away we go. And of course I forget that I'm going far too fast for a start off. So we decided we better just slow it down. Put it onto cruise. It probably would bar the speed we had, but you never stop in time to discharge the bar without running too far into the swarf. Now we're getting the first bar. We ain't gonna get many. I don't expect to see many on this bit. But we had 7 on the first. On that rush against time. This time we got plenty of time, just overcast. Well, it's sunny now, but it's overcast to start with. We've got another overcast start tomorrow. Then 2 days of rain. Oh, won't that be fun? At least we're nowhere near harvest yet. And we got the first one done, and I'm not pressing any buttons here. Decker's auto unload works brilliantly. Especially good if you're going to play in the cab. You don't have to watch to see whether the back's gone down again. It should be just a case of pressing the button, but you can't always be certain. It's going to take the button press. I think I'm going to be getting 3 bales off there, that's all. But still, there's 10 bales in total off this small pocket handkerchief size meadow. When we get 6 going, we should get a lot more, 20 or 30 bales I would hope. I'm hoping to, well, 20 anyway, hoping to get 10 hay, 10 silage off when we get going. Silage will have to be done regularly because it takes time for it to convert. Now we decided to come back and cow again, and you see it. The meadow's cut up badly. It's going to take a little while for the grass to recover from this. But it will recover. And the shadows are already getting long. We're now 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm not too worried about missing bits out. We've still got a lot of the bars that Cavalier Leroy puts on the map to start with, hay and straw bales, so we're not in a mad panic. And if the worst comes to worst, we will just buy some at the shop. Don't really want to because we ain't really got the money to do it. And I realise because I've got to go right to the end here to pick the next windrow up. I'm going to take the opportunity to try and pick these bits up here And we've got to turn on to the row again. I don't mind baling, but the baling I don't mind, it's the stacking I hate. Although I am getting better at it in 17, I'm forcing myself to do more manual, semi-manual baling. And there we go. Number 2. What have we got left? There's 1/2, 1 3/4 bales left, no more. You see where we missed an ideal world. I would have windrolled this lot into into a couple of rolls, but I couldn't be bothered, to be honest. And I think this Pontefract cake sort of might throw it out nicely. Well, we've got 2, 4, 6, about 6 or 7 windrolls left, that's all. But the time flies on 15 times. You can see now that we are doing, we're now on to 6:15, coming to 20 past, that's 20 past 4. Shouldn't get dark to about 8 o'clock time, so we should be alright. And what we will do on the next episode, I'll collect the eggs off screen, and we will go, I'll take you along either in a pink, and I might even take this tractor. This tractor with Seymour. I think I will. I think I'll take this tractor with us. So just fill it up with juice and take this out on a journey. Then I can ask you where such and such is, because we'll never clue even after I've driven around it. If I can still get lost on Aldridge after, well, not just the series, but all the other games I've played on Aldridge, which are not part of the main series, not using that save map. Something like $700-800 on one map, and I still get lost. I'm going to get lost on this. I wish I took more note of how Disco sorted that bleeper out, so we got a bit closer to the full mark before it started. It does get a little bit repetitive after a while. Right, what's that? 3 bales? No, yeah, that's it for the bales. Well, I'm just gonna clean the rest of this up. Alright, when you see this, the new series, the Drifter should have launched probably just had the first one released, which is showing what I was doing to the map. And yes, as someone said, they could have deleted the stuff I didn't want on there. But I'm not certain how the story's going to go. If I might want it back in, or even somewhere else. So I decided to keep it in there, and I can always drag it around where I want it, without having to worry about re-importing it and taxing my poor little brain to find out how it all works again. Yes, I think when you see this, I can't remember if the first proper episode will be up. I think possibly not. The first proper episode will go up after you see this. It's one I'm trying to put out some of the stops on, not in the quality of sheer quality of video, like say the Eustace Farmer one, but more in the story. I've no idea how long it's going to go on for, but I'm aiming for 30 or 40 episodes anyway. This is my normal amount. And that's done, and we're not going to get any more. We're going to do another cut as we take this back. And when you come back, I brought Jack back with me. He's just going to sit at the side of the field. I decided not to show the way I was bringing him back, sitting on one of the mud guards. I didn't think health and safety would be too keen. Get the Ursus bow loader on. Now I'm going to be clever and do this in cab. That's the first one. It won't take long, but it's already 7 o'clock at night, so it's getting dark now. Just wait for everything to get in place before I go and pick the last one up. We've got them all picked up. Put it into transport position. Yeah, and come in behind the mower. And I swap over with Jack. He gets in the tractor and I go into the mower. And we make our way back. And I'm doing another cut. I don't think you want to see me driving back and forwards all the time. Unless I have an accident, I will show that. So if we suddenly come back, you know that something untoward has happened. And we got back at the farm. Nothing happened on that journey. I'm too good a driver for that. Listens carefully and hears a lot of laughter going on. Not that last statement. I will put everything up, not put it off screen. I don't think you want to see me putting all the equipment away. Oh, you do want to see all the equipment going away. Well, tough. We may do that in the next one. And I take over Jack, and as you can see, it's now getting very dark. At 8:30 at night, we have to put the lights on. Not that on a Massey the lights make any difference whatsoever. I think the glowworms are on strike. Cows will soon be going to sleep. That's where I should be. So we're just about done here. So I'm going to do my wind down. And you could have a laugh at watching me try and back this thing back in the dark. But I say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Helps me, helps the channel, makes me feel wanted. If you're not a subscriber and wish to see more of this event, 24-day event, feel free to join. Make certain you watch the others who are videoing there. events, and there's a lot of very good guys out there doing it. Farmer Klein, Duck Zorley, who else we got? Grizzly Bear, and that's it. So any comments, questions, queries, feel free to post. Over that, man, saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.